So you're wanting to start raising chickens. In this video, I'm gonna show you a few things you need to get started. First off, I'm gonna recommend that anybody starting out with chickens starts out with chicks. That way you can learn how to nurture them, how to raise them from a chick. That way you can have a self-sustaining farm at some point. Once you get to the point to where you're hatching your own eggs, you're raising your own chicks, you can actually start selling them to other people at flea markets, auctions, things like that. When you get to that point, you really become self-sufficient. In the world we live in, it's almost impossible to be 100% self-sufficient, but anything you can do is gonna help, especially in the times we live in with egg prices soaring, meat prices going crazy, gas, everything's just high now. It costs a lot just to go to town, go eat. Anything you do, it's gonna cost money. So anything you can do at home is gonna be beneficial for you. What's up, guys? So I have some chicks coming in this week and some more coming in next week. I have around 65 total if they all make it. And I'm gonna show y'all a cheap brooder setup that's gonna be easy to clean and easy to maintain. One thing I like about these is you can spray them out with a water hose, whereas a wood one, you know, you could build it cheaper, but you have to build it. You can't just go and buy it, and it's not as easy to clean. And this right here, you just take it outside, take it to the pressure wash, wherever you want to take it to, car wash, whatever, spray it out, it's good to go. I can already see people in the comments saying this ain't the cheapest way to do it. No, it's not the cheapest way. I said it's a cheap way. If you look at it as an investment, which is what it is, if you're planning on sticking to this, sticking with it. I know in some places the price of eggs is like $10 a carton. On average right now with just a smaller flock, I get about 12 a day. Look, that's easy math. 365 times $10 a day, that's like $3,650 or whatever. That's a lot of money. So if you put in a few $100s to start this, and you have something that's gonna basically save you thousands of dollars a year, it's almost a no-brainer. Not to mention, if you're gonna eat the chickens, you're gonna be saving a lot of money. All right, now we're gonna head to Tractor Supply and get the rest of the stuff we're gonna need. So some people are gonna say, well, why don't you just go ahead and buy something like this? Number one, it's too big and bulky. You can't lift it, and you can't move it around easy enough. As for the metal ones, they're pretty expensive and they're gonna rust. And most of them, they get deeper, but they don't really get much wider. So there's really no benefit to them. I mean, see, look at this. You're looking at like $399 for one big enough, and you go back to the thing. I mean, who wants to move that by themselves, especially? I already have a couple of these, but I'll probably pick up one more just in case. Then they have these that are made for water. You're gonna wanna get one of them. Then you wanna get you a good chick starter. This should actually last you a good little while. All right, now you wanna get you some pine shavings. These don't cost too much and they last a while, because you wanna get a good thick bottom layer. That way you can rotate it and you won't have to change it that often. You want it to be in there nice and thick. Keep in mind, you'll need to add more of these once they get a little bit bigger, or transfer them to something else. This will be good for around 3 weeks, depending on how many you have, of course. The next thing you're going to get is a heat lamp. It's going to be critical that you do this, especially if you're going to be somewhere like in a shop where it's not heated and cooled. Keeping the chicks warm, I think, is very critical to making sure they survive. Make sure to be careful where you aim the light. That way you don't melt the plastic or something like that. So like I said earlier, guys, it's an investment. You're looking at about $50 for the tote. You're looking at about $10 for the water, $10 for the feeder, $10 for the food, $7 or $8 for the bedding, and then the lamp, you're looking at like 20 bucks. You might can find it cheaper. So that's not a whole lot to get started with your own chickens. You can raise them from a baby. That way they'll be more accustomed to you, and you'll get the whole experience of being able to raise them from a chick. It's going to help you a lot in the long run if you start trying to get into this more seriously. Now, one bonus tip I'm going to give you is I prefer to do this in a heated room. That way you have a little more room to play just in case the light goes out while you're gone or something happens. And, that way it's not going to get extremely cold and there'll be a much better chance that your chicks make it. At the end of the day, though, you want to check on them frequently. Make sure they have clean water, clean food, make sure their bedding's getting rotated, and I think you're going to have good luck with it. I've had very good luck myself. I don't know that we've lost any chicks due to food issues, heat issues, water issues. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like stuff like this, and we'll see you next time.